Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple examples here on how you can use your tomorrow list to maybe be a little more productive and get more things done and stay organized. So the first thing we are going to do is create a task list. I'll show you how to do that. Now what I'm going to do is create a list that I'm specifically going to do. I'm going to call it the today list. So this is stuff that I need to get done today, the current day. So to make a list, we're going to click on the plus right here. It's going to bring up a little prompt and ask you what you want to call your new list. So I'm going to call this today. I'm going to call this my today list. Okay, and there it is. It comes up as a tab right here at the top of your tomorrow list. Now I'm going to create another list where I'm going to schedule things for a future date. These are things that I'm going to do next week or in a couple days or whenever. So I'm going to click plus here again and create new list. This one I'm going to call scheduled. Click OK. And there's my scheduled list. And one more I'm going to create for tasks that I don't really have a specific date. I want to get them done by, and I know I'm not going to do them today. So I'm going to call this one future. This is stuff that I have planned in the future, but I don't exactly know I don't exactly know I don't exactly know when, but I know it's in the future sometime. So I've got my today, my scheduled, and my future lists. Now there's essentially two ways to create a task for your list. First of all, you need to be on the list you want to create the task in. So I'm going to create something for today. Now the easy and quick way is just doing this. In this box here, you type in the name of your task and then you hit enter. So I'm going to say I'm going to build a new capture page today. And I'm going to hit enter. And then it appears below in your list. And I'm going to create another quick task called buy traffic exchange credits. I'm going to do that. And what else am I going to write a safe list ad or something, and hit enter. So now I've got three things in my today list that I need to do. Now there's a couple of menus that I would like you to look at and know how to use in order to keep things organized here. First thing is on the today tab, your list tab right here, there's an arrow. If you click that, you have a bunch of options down here, which is rename your list, you can delete your list, you can clear the tasks you've completed. This is actually interesting, you can export your list to CSV or to iCalendar, which means you can take your list and import it into Google Calendar or calendars like that to keep organized. You can publish your list as an RSS feed, which, although you might not find to be very useful, if you do have a team of individuals that you are sharing your tasks with, you can publish it as an RSS feed so they can read it as you update it. And down here, your sorting options. You can sort it by hand, which I'll show you in a second. Sort by date, priority, by the due date, and by the date that you modified it. Now I'm going to show you how to sort this stuff by hand. So we've got our tasks here, and let's say, well, they're in the wrong order. Say I've got 20 tasks here, and I want the first one to be different, and the second one to be different, and this fourth one to be different. So I'm going to write a safe list ad. Write a safe list ad. I'm going to do that first. Okay, so I'm going to click. It's real simple. You just click and drag it. Click in an area where there's no words. Drag it up to the top. There you go. It's now at the top of your list. And you can drag these around, reorder them all you want, as long as you are on the sort by hand option in the menu. Now the next menu I want you to look at is on the right hand side of each task. This down arrow here brings up this menu, which allows you to edit the note in the task. I'll show you that in a second. Edit the priority, and you can move your task to a different list. If you find that, well, I'm not going to do this today, I'm going to do that sometime in the future. So all you do is you select here, move it to the future, and it will go to that list. And of course, you can delete your task as well. Now, the other way to enter a new task, which is a little more involved and also a little more flexible, a little more detailed, is you create your new task. Okay, this is a new task, and instead of just hitting enter, click this advanced button right here, which will take you to this page, which gives you more options. You've got the task name that we just entered. You can prioritize it. I'm going to make this a +1. You can create a due date, which is kind of more for our scheduled list that we created, but yes, you can create a due date. And you can type in notes with regards to this task. And you can tag your task as well, which I will show you in a bit. And when you click save, it will take you back to this page. So as you can see back on the list here, here's my task, here's my priority, which you can change kind of on the fly here. And you'll notice this gray arrow right next to it. This indicates that there are notes included in the task. So if you click on that, you can see the notes that you put in with the task. And also you can toggle the notes to be open or closed, shown or hidden by clicking here. That will show all the notes. Again, on the right, you can edit the task here and edit note, which means you can edit the note in line without going back to that page. Just make sure you save it. Another tip while I'm here is that if you want to edit your task, the easiest way is to just double click on it. You don't have to go here, click here, just double click right here. Will take you to the task and you can edit it all you want. So that's how you add tasks. Now I'm going to schedule some tasks here. So what we're going to do is go to our scheduled list, because this is what we specifically created it for, and I'm going to create a task that I'm going to schedule. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to today, and I'm going to say, well, I'm not going to build a new capture page today. I am going to schedule it for the future. So on the right here, I'm going to move it right here to scheduled, and it will disappear, and it will end up here in my scheduled list, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to edit the due date. So I'm going to double click on it, as I said, to go to this page, and I'm going to change the due date. So I'm going to schedule this for, I don't know, next Tuesday. That's when I'm going to build my new capture page. Hit save, takes you back here, and it tells you right here, this is due to be done in 4 days. So that is how you schedule your tasks for future dates. Now you can also use this to manage projects and keep track of the tasks that are involved with a certain project. So let's say in the future here, I know that I'm going to create a new blog. Sometime in the future, I'm going to create a new blog. I haven't scheduled or anything, but I know that there are lots of tasks involved with creating a new blog. So instead of editing the note and putting all your tasks in here, in the task itself, I'm going to create a new list, and I'm going to call it my blog project list. And click OK. So this is my blog project list, and now what I can do to keep myself organized, I can start adding tasks that has to do with adding my new blog. Okay, like for example, I have to I gotta get a new domain name. I've got to download and install WordPress. I got to research some plugins that I'll need, and I need to get a new blog theme so my blog looks cool. So now I have a list of tasks that are specific to my blog project. Now if you find yourself doing things every week on a weekly basis, like you have something to do, like this is what I do on Tuesdays, and this is what I do on Thursdays, and this is what I do on Fridays, it might be beneficial for you to create a list for every day of the week. You know, a Monday a list, a Tuesday list, a Wednesday list, etc. So you can organize what you do on those specific days, right? And actually there's a really cool method of doing this. If you submit ads, things like that, on a certain day, you can actually make it really easy on yourself to get this stuff done. So I'm going to make a list. I'm going to call this, I don't know, let's say this is my Tuesday list. So I'm going to create my Tuesday list. This is going to be stuff that I do on Tuesdays, only on Tuesdays. So I let's say I submit an ad to List Joe. So I'm going to put the actual URL in here, listjoe.com, and hit enter. Now you notice that this now becomes a clickable link. Okay, so then I'm going to create another one here. Snit add to another site called viral URL. Again, this is my Tuesday list, stuff I do on Tuesday. I do an ad here, I do an ad here, and if you edit the note, you can say, well, this is my current ad, right? You can put your safe list ad in the note, save it, and all you have to do then is go into your note, copy it, right? Click on here, which will bring you to List Joe, and submit your ad. So it makes it really easy to just click and go do your tasks as you see fit. So if you have one of these for every day, if you have a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you can organize your week as well as to what you're doing on that specific day of the week. So those are some ideas for how you can create lists. You can tag each task as well, however you like, in order to organize things, and I'm going to show you that real quick here. What I'm going to do is for my blog projects, my blog project tasks rather, I'm going to tag each one with the tag new blog. I'm going to save that. So you can see it comes up here, new blog. So every one of those, new blog, new blog, and new blog. So they're all tagged with new blog, because on the right side here, on this drop down, you notice there's something called all tasks. If you click on that, all of your tasks and all of your lists will end up on the same page, which is actually a good way to see what's coming up schedule wise and priority wise, because you can organize things that way as well, right? When you are listing things all on one page. Another thing I was going to show you about tags here is that, notice these ones say new blog, right? Because they're in my new blog list. If I hover over the word new blog, you'll notice that all the other tasks disappear, which makes it just kind of visually easier to see what you have in your list. And of course, if you just click on new blog, it will filter out everything based on the tag, which is right here, new blog, and you can of course X out and release the filter, and there you're back to your list again. So the last thing is what I said in the previous video, is that you can organize yourself here, use the TomorrowList without even having to be in your NPN back office. Really cool feature actually. All you have to do is click on open new window here, and it will open this in a brand new window. So I'm gonna, just to show you how this works, I'm gonna right click and open in a brand new window so it doesn't come up in a tab. And there you go, I have a new Firefox window with just my TomorrowList in it. And the cookies are set up in this application, so once you're logged in, you'll stay logged in. So you can have this TomorrowList on your computer screen all day long, going through your tasks, going through your schedule, and seeing what you have coming up. So you don't have to keep logging into your NPN back office just to see your TomorrowList. So that's all I'm going to show you here. So what I suggest that you do is just kind of go to your TomorrowList and play around with it. Add lists, organize it, put some tasks in, schedule some tasks, and figure out what you want to do. And honestly, that's the best way to figure it out, is to just go in and start playing with it. So that's my video. I hope it helped you out. I hope this is going to be a part of your day, is using the TomorrowList. You might as well. You're paying for it as a member. So if you have any feedback, if you have any comments, certainly let me know, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.